So, we are back at Surbiton Raceway for round 3 of the Surbiton Sprint. And as you have noticed probably, it is raining. Remember what happened last time I decided to race in the rain back in round 1?
Yo! What the f***?
Yeah, I said to myself after that I would never race in the rain at Surbiton again because clearly the karts can't handle it. But I have championship points to take from this. And I don't really want to lose the championship because I decided to miss a round because, well, missing around just because it's wet is a bit pity. So we are back, but there is a good thing. I know I am somewhat quick because at Surbiton in the wet you actually need braking zones, so that's going to make everything very interesting. But obviously, as usual, the kart parity will always shake it up.
Look up. Good.
You know I've got my helmet on, come on! Alright, well... The lights go green and let's go racing. I am starting 5th for this race, and it looks like just before the S, I am going to be able to get an overtake around the outside, and I managed to get an overtake down the inside at the same time. I'm trying to find grip going through the S, I am able to find it, and we are in 3rd position. Going through out of the S, we are able to find the smallest of gaps. It is a slight tap that sends him into the barriers, but we are now comfortably in 2nd place. We have got Abby in front of us. I thought I'd be able to take that section insanely quickly, but sadly not. Abby does go a bit wide. I'm able to take advantage, take the inside line. The inside line is so much quicker going through those corners at Surbiton in the wet, and we are comfortably in 1st place. Unlucky for you guys, but lucky for me, it just looks like I'm going to be able to run away with this, because going through the S, I did feel slow considering it was wet, but I feel like I can go faster. But when I looked behind me just a moment ago, I noticed Abby is nowhere to be seen already, so I do actually have a big chance. My big advantage is I know the outside is not grippy at all, and I always aim for that inside line. Looking back, you're going to see Abby is just gone. I am just running away with it. And unlucky for you guys, there's not going to be much action. But lucky for me, it is an easy win to get some points for the final. A few laps go by and we've already caught up to a back marker. And there's also yellow flags because it looks like everyone is crashing. Now, if we actually come up to this driver, you'll actually recognise his helmet. It is Keelan the arsehole. I did not mention that he is racing. I am able to just go around the outside of him and just overtake him very easily. But I did not mention he was racing because, well, he wasn't exactly included in the action that much. Because he was about 6 seconds off my pace and nowhere near the front. So I thought there was no point in mentioning him. And surprisingly, he did not try sabotage my race at all during this. So I was quite surprised about that because we all know his reputation of ruining my races. Before Heat 1 ends, let's take you for a lap round Surbiton in Heat 1. Going through the line here, we are going to take that inside line and just naturally slide out to the outside. We tried to take all of the curb there, and then down the straight, we're going to stay to the outside and then dive to the inside essentially immediately. We're going to try keep on to this red paint here because that kind of acts as a grip paint. Same there. Over here we are going to take as much curb as possible and slide out to the end, not hitting the barriers. Through here we are going to take all the curb as well. Normally you are meant to take all the curb there, and then here we dive to the inside again while we watch more drivers bottling it through the corners and diving it down the inside of Keelan the arsehole again. And going down the straight, we have actually got blue flag showing just to say to the other drivers to please let me overtake them, because essentially I was the only one receiving those blue flags. Well, not receiving, but you get what I mean. As we round the final corners, going through the 2 corners that you abuse the curbs on, we pass the line and the checker flag is shown. Now, the first heat was actually not the worst in the world. I did just run away with it essentially and had a very comfortable and dominated race for heat 1. But for heat 2, I'm hoping it's going to be the opposite, because I do want some battles for you guys to watch, and I do actually want a bit of a challenge tonight. To be fair, when I got back to the pits and I checked the leaderboards, I got quite the shock. Also, just so you know, kart 3's brakes look up very easily. Be careful of that.
What one are you? You top? What are you top?
Hey!
No, I saw you cut out of the arm. I knew you was going to come in.
How the fuck?
Can you ask?
The lights go green and let's go racing. Now, we are starting quite far back for this, but I don't really mind that because I do love a last first challenge. Going into the corners here, we have been able to overtake Heel in the Arsehole and some other driver. Going through here, we are going to give people quite a bit of bumps. I do try send it around the outside, and I completely forget that this is a wet race and not a dry race. I am going to try get past these drivers. I do get smashed into in the side, but I don't mind that. I'm going to send it down the inside, grab that inside line, and we are now past. I think we're in 5th place now. Yes, we are. Going down the straight, because I've got such an elite top speed, I just send it down the inside of that driver there. I'm going to try get past this driver as well, because he swings out really wide. I do give a chance to just push him into the barriers slightly, not to disadvantage him, but to actually give us an advantage further in the race, because further back the barriers are, the more grip we are going to have. Going through the corners, we have got Sid ahead of us, and we all know that Sid is absolutely rapid at Surbiton, but for some reason he is not the best in wet conditions. After, I think it was in the final, you'll find out how slow he actually was compared to me. I am trying to find a move going through the corners here. I am going to be able to find it, get that inside move, and we are past Sid now. Now, we have got to try catch 1st place now. We are currently 2nd. They look quite quick. I think that is actually Abby again. Abby is absolutely rapid in the wet at Surbiton. I do rate her around this track in the wet, and she is definitely someone that always gives me a good challenge around this track. Because she takes the conventional wet line, I'm able to get past her. She does load me in the back, but I don't really mind that because she was going to get a better exit either way. Now, going through the corners, I am looking back, trying to see where she is and try see if I actually have to go on defensive lines or not. You can see every time I go through each corner, I'm constantly looking back, trying to see where Abby is to try see if I have to go on a defensive line or not. Right here, you can see her bumper is right behind mine. I have a feeling she might go for a move. I dive to that inside immediately. I know the inside always works around here. I'm trying to send it through as fast as I can, and I'm trying to prove that the Surbiton line, the wet line here, is a lot better than the conventional wet line you would take round that S-bend. A few laps later and near the end of the race, we are now catching up to another driver, and as we get really close, we're going to notice it is Keel in the Arsehole again. Now, hopefully he tries to take me out. Oh, wait, never mind. He's just going to let me past. I kind of was hoping tonight for a bit of content he would just take me out and ruin my entire race. But you know what? I kind of respect him for just letting me past and get on with my race. So, it was nice of him, but also horrible of him not to take me out. As we go through the final corners through the white tyre, we are going to go onto the small straight here past the line and see the checkered flag. Now that is heat 1. No, not heat 1, heat 2 I mean. That is heat 2 done. Now, that was not too bad. Pretty easy domination, I will say so myself. But I've actually got a bit of explaining to do after this because, well, during the editing process, I decided to go back and have a look on what the gaps were between me and this driver in second for Heat 1 and Heat 2. So let's go have a quick conversation about that. So, for Heat 1, the gap was 11 seconds. Yes, I know, that is quite a difference, isn't it? And for Heat 2, let me just get the results up because I'm lazy and I did not plan this in advance. Heat 2, 10 seconds. You know what? I will happily take that. For Heat 2, I didn't actually get the fastest lap, surprisingly. The fastest lap went to Michael, which I was very surprised about. So, I will very much take that. But the gap, very nice. Cheeky boy. For Lights Go Green and Let's Go Racing, I am starting pole for this race, which means it looks like I'm going to cruise to another victory because, well, I've been very quick in the wet, as you can see. As we go through these corners, we are able to jump Michael off the line, and we are comfortably in first place. Hopefully, there's going to be no incidents that cause me to be absolutely slowed down and, well, overtaken, because that would be very sad. Only a few laps later, we have actually started catching up to traffic, which I was very surprised about because I thought I would not be catching up to any traffic at all during this race. But I've already noticed it's someone we've passed before, and it is Keelan the arsehole. We've got this driver here on my right who just kindly lets us past, and now we've got Keelan to deal with. Now, is he going to be a simple pass? Yes, he is, and it's going to be a very nice round the outside move, while we've got a driver spun in the middle of the track. Absolutely lovely. Even though I do go full speed through the yellows, I should have been penalised for that, but we just move. We did not get penalised, so we just keep on going. Now, going through the corners here, especially this one here, going through S-Bend, I am taking it extremely late on the brakes for this, because I know the kart I have has really good brakes, and I know it can handle it through the corners. And going through white tyre and through here, I go max speed until that little straight before that right-hander, because I know the kart can take it and the curbs will help me rotate the kart. And I know the outside of that right-hander by the line, it is absolutely horrendous, the outside. You have no grip whatsoever. The inside has all the grip in the world. As we round the white tyre for one last time for Heat 3, we see the checkered flag, and that is the end of Heat 3. It was quite a boring heat for you guys, I will admit, and I do apologise for that. But there is one thing I will take from this. I was having a look at the gap that I had for Heat 3, and it was 22 seconds, and my fastest lap was a 31.7. The second slowest lap was a 32.6. Yeah, quite the difference, isn't it?
Bro, I'm like you in a D-Max. I know what I'm doing, alright? I know what I'm doing.
The lights go green and let's go racing. I am starting fourth for this, but because of how horrible my kart is, I dropped down massively. Kart 10 is one of the worst karts in the entire fleet, and I've just got to deal with it. Going through the corners now, I am trying to fight my way through, but I am just dropping down like mad. I have been freight trained properly. I'm able to make one overtake at least, and now it is basically a recovery drive. There were 2 drivers that spun there, so that is 2 drivers down already. Yellow flags, I did slow down for those, actually, surprisingly. You'll see the speed difference. As a driver, passes me almost on the outside, and I'm just thinking, oh my days, this car is ridiculous. But I've got to push on. I've got to try find a way past. I find a way past one person. I almost find my way past Sid. I do give him a slight tap. I get past Sid, and now I've got a driver ahead. I need to catch up and overtake very quickly. Somehow in this kart I am second place. I don't know how I've managed it, but going down the straight, Sid is definitely behind me, as you can see, and he just overtakes me round the outside. That's how little power my kart has down the straight, and it is not good at all. We need to try get past this driver. I try set up a good switchback on Sid, but it doesn't really work. I tried to stick the nose in, it's not going to work. If I do try for it, we're just going to spin each other out and ruin each other's races. This driver here has disturbed Sid though, and I am going to try take advantage of it. I take advantage of the driver ahead and get second place, but I've not taken advantage of catching up to Sid. And now I've just got to fight my way and take advantage of the braking zones and the corners I'm really confident in. As you can see there, I braked later than Sid and still had grip, and going through here I managed to grab enough curb to take that corner flat out with no issues, and now I am right behind Sid. This is going to be a big battle for the lead now, which is entertaining for you guys, but I was hoping to cruise for another victory. I stick the nose in going down the straight, but I know there's just no point because this guy's just going to overtake me around the outside again because his car just has superior power. And you'll hear under my helmet, possibly, I do have the sound turned down, but I think you guys can still hear me complaining about this kart. And it was just absolutely ridiculous. I was not happy with it, but I just had to go and fight my way through the field to try get first place even with a shit kart. I do find an opportunity and get past Sid down at the inside because he went really wide. I go on a defensive line. I've got that inside line. He's just going to stick behind me, and going onto the corner here, he's not going to be able to catch up with me because I know where the grip is here. He doesn't, and going through here I am going to try take advantage of my knowledge in the wet here as much as I can, and going through the corners I can see a gap has built up now, and hopefully he's not going to be able to catch up for quite a while. I know slowing down a lot through there does compromise me, but my exit speed is so much better than Sid's, and that is the advantage I have. He still goes pretty wide every time he tries to take that corner. Now we are already catching up to back markers only after a few laps. I think this guy crashed near the start. He is going to see the blue flag. I just get an inside move done, really easy, and we are now past him. I think Sid is going to be stuck behind him. Yes, Sid has got quite a bit of a gap, but he is going to catch up slowly on the straight because of my straight line speed. I make a small mistake here as well, and that causes him to catch up. I completely miss the red paint and I have no grip. Sid managed to get past me down the inside, and now I've got to try fight my way through white tire. I tried to take advantage of my knowledge of the track there, but it just doesn't work. He does go really wide, but because of my acceleration and my top speed, I just can't take advantage of it. That's really annoying. Even if I try get a slipstream in the wet weather, it's not going to work because my kart is that slow. It is really annoying me. I've said it many times and I will say it again. It is really annoying me. Through here though, I can see Sid is messing up, and I feel like the pressure is getting to him because he knows I'm really quick and he knows I know the lines absolutely perfect around here. I do get a dive down the inside after getting an amazing exit past the line. I need to go straight on the defensive drive. I do knock into him sadly trying to rotate the kart, and I am going to get a no bumping for that, but that's just a racing incident. I apologised to Sid after. I will show me apologising to him. Don't worry, I am not a liar unlike some other YouTubers. But going through the corners, I am trying to just keep my cool and trying to stay ahead as much as I can. A few laps later, after gapping Sid essentially, he catches up because I am making crucial mistakes. Through here, I go wide and I go on that outside line and I just have no grip at all. He managed to get down my inside and now I've got to try find a way back past him. Going into the S-bend, I do try to carry some more speed. I am able to compared to him. And now I am just trying to find a move. Got more curve than him, got more grip. And through here, I know I'm quicker than him. He had to break through that corner. He's going to go wide here. I'm taking advantage, setting up that switchback. And we have done it. Got down the inside again. And we are past Sid. Now, I've just got to hope he doesn't go around my outside this time. Because if he goes around the outside again, because of the speed difference, that is really going to piss me off. I found all the grip on that red paint. Found all the grip on the curb here. And we have built a decent gap. And I'm pretty sure this is the last lap. Hopefully, we're going to see it. Yep, the checker flag is waved. And that is the end of Heat 4. I have come first place. The gap was only 3 seconds, but I don't mind that. I somehow managed to win with a very shit kart. And you know what? I somehow even got the fastest lap. I don't know how I managed it, but my fastest lap in Heat 4 was a whopping 31.2. I don't know how I managed to do that, honestly. It's ridiculous. Sid was only 0.2 slower than me. And it was ridiculous. I don't know how that happened. And also, so Abby actually managed to get second. Sid, after I overtook him, Abby took advantage and got second place. I don't know how this all happened. The fact that I came first and got the fastest lap with the worst kart in the fleet really does say something about my driving.
Bro, sorry for the contact round there. What happened was that kart 10 doesn't steer, so when I went through there, I got that massive snap, and I was just like, oh, well, genuinely, I feel so bad for it. Huh?
There's no grip through that corner.
If you have to take literally every bit of curve you can. I know I'm not quick.
So, after all the heats, I've won all the heats. It's pretty obvious. And it's pretty obvious where I'm going to be on the grid for the final. First place, pole position. So, let's just hope we can keep it. Hopefully, I get a good kart as well. I'm hoping the kart doesn't slow me down. Because if I have a nice kart, that'd be nice. If I have a slow kart, that's going to be interesting, let's say.
Kart 17. Abby, how's kart 17? I got it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Little did I know, listening to that advice was probably the worst thing I did that evening. The green light is shown and let's go racing immediately. I look to the side of me to try find Sid so I can go on that defensive line. He is giving me some bumps. I'm going to send it straight into the S immediately. It is done. We are claiming first place still at the moment, but I know Sid is going to fight. Kart 17 is yet another bad kart. It is not as bad as Kart 10, but it is still very bad. Already, because I was at the grid for so long, the tyres are cold. I know that might not seem it might make a difference, but it will make a difference, trust me. Sid has managed to go round my outside again in this kart, and I am not happy. He has gone really wide. Me and him do make a few bumps. I have that inside line. I have the curb. I am taking advantage of it, and I've gotten past him. He does go into the barrier, sadly. I am absolutely sending it into every single corner, knowing there is just nothing to lose now. I just need to claim my ground and be faster than Sid. Abby now gets past me, and now I need to try overtake Abby. She is clearly really quick in the wet, and she is also going to be a big rival of mine for this race. She does go pretty wide, goes wide here. She does spin. It does compromise me a bit, but it has compromised Sid as well, which means that I've actually got a solid gap now, and which means for me it's good because it's just a hot lapping session, but sad for you because it's now a bit of a boring race for you guys. I was hoping for a bit more action, but I also was hoping for an easy victory to this. I think Sid is still right behind me because I can feel taps on the back of my kart, but we're going to have to see in the coming laps. After a few laps, things are starting to settle down a bit. I have started building a gap. I am looking back from time to time, fully looking back, just to see if I can see Abby or Sid anywhere, just to see how far back I am, to see if I have to go on a defensive line or not. But for now, I don't, and I am just going to do a ton of push laps. Let's go through one of them now. Going through here, we go past the line, we take as much of an inside line as possible, slide to the outside, grab all the curb here, and then down the straight, we're going to keep more of a middle line. We've got this driver here, we're just going to send it down the inside, doesn't compromise our lap. We're going to stick as much as we can onto this red paint, and then we've got amazing grip going through the S. We grab all of the curb possible going out of the S and going into white tyre. We do the same, grab all of the curb here, keep a middle line, brake a lot, grab that inside line, and there is a lap of Surbiton Raceway in the wet. I think that was actually a 29.9. And surprisingly, you guys won't know this, but I was the only person to hit a 29 in the wet tonight. I was the only person. My fastest lap was a 29.8. I don't know which lap it was, and I really can't be asked to look back and try find the lap. We are passing another back mark around the outside here. Quite a nice move. We get down the inside. He's not going to fight it because he knows he's a back marker. And we are actually already nearing the checkered flag. That's how much I've skipped ahead. I am looking back, trying to help out this driver as well because he's clearly quite slow. But yeah. Hopefully the gap just keeps on building and we will have a comfortable win again. We are now on the final 2 laps of this race and almost the end of round 3. As I pass the line, I know the end is inevitable, the end of the race, and my focus is at max. I am making sure I am perfecting every single brake zone, making sure I have control of my car. Going through the S, we perfect that braking zone. Going through, we are feathering the throttle now, so we make sure we don't spin out. I am being so precise with it, and as we go through the final corners, we've done it.
I'll take that.
Toby,
Hey, sounds good to you, man. Sounds good.
you're only saying that because you won, bro.
Wait, how much of a gap is that, like? 8 tenths, damn.
So, round 3 complete and we managed to get the win. I am now currently 2nd place in terms of points, and that is actually really good. Going into round 4, I'm kind of hoping it's going to be another wet race because these wet races are really helping me for points and helping me beat Sid in the championship. But we've got to move on. Round 4 is still a long way away. The next video is going to be quite an interesting one, I would say. It is Team Sport Mitcham. Actually, no, that's the 2nd video. I mean, the actual next video is Rye House. Yes, I finally visited Lewis Hamilton's home track. See you guys in that video.